Caitlyn is an amazing player, and I've always thought she was an amazing player. We've been playing each other since high school. So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that.
Angel Reese just blew up the internet again. The Chicago Sky Star isn't just making headlines for her game. She's out here torching her critics, and this time, it's all over her podcast. Reese invited controversial rapper Chrisean as a guest on Unapologetically Angel.
So look, this is story time. What you got? Angel Reese got stuff to tell y'all, yo.
We got stuff to tell y'all, so stay tuned.
And let's just say the internet had thoughts. The backlash came fast, but Reese didn't flinch. Instead of backing down, she fired off a response so blunt it could cut glass. This my podcast, STFU or don't watch. Yeah, she said that. And now social media is split in two. Some backing her, others tearing her down. And here's where it gets messier. This isn't just about one podcast episode. Reese is constantly at war with the internet. Whether it's her rivalry with Caitlin Clark, criticism over her attitude, or even her hairstyle, the WNBA world can't seem to agree on her. Some say she's unapologetically herself, breaking barriers and bringing a new kind of energy to women's basketball. Others say she's too loud, too controversial, too much. But love her or hate her, one thing's clear, Angel Reese doesn't care what you think. But here's the real question. Is Angel Reese rewriting the rules for female athletes, or is she digging herself into a deeper hole? And why does the internet always have a problem with her? Let's break it all down. But before we dive into the chaos, hit that like button and subscribe. We're bringing you the hottest WNBA takes, drama, and deep dives, so you don't want to miss out. Mic, drop. But hold on, let's rewind. Because this is just the latest chapter in the wild ride that is Angel Reese versus the internet. Angel Reese launched Unapologetically Angel in September 2024, following in the footsteps of other athlete-turned-media personalities like Shaquille O'Neal and Cam Newton, both of whom, by the way, she's already had on her show. But this latest episode featuring Chrisean, yeah, it struck a nerve. Chrisean isn't just any guest. She's one of the most talked about rappers in the game, but not exactly for her music. Rock's got a history of legal issues, public fights, and a personal life that plays out like a reality TV show gone wrong. And let's not forget, the internet just roasted her for allegedly smoking while pregnant. So when Angel brought her on, fans weren't just side-eyeing the choice, they were dragging Reese for filth. Some even pointed out that Angel had previously scrapped an episode with the baby due to backlash, so why double down now? One critic even hit her with this. Then you wonder why Caitlin Clark is more marketable than you. Ouch. But Angel, she didn't flinch. Her message was clear. This is my show. Don't like it? Don't watch. If you think Angel Reese is just some social media troublemaker, you're missing the big picture. Because love her or hate her, she's one of the biggest names in the WNBA right now. The numbers don't lie. 13.6 points per game, 13.1 rebounds per game, 1.3 steals per game. As a rookie, she didn't just show up, she dominated. She snagged a WNBA All-Star selection, won Rookie of the Month in June 2024, and even got an MVP vote. But despite all that, she lost Rookie of the Year to Caitlin Clark. And trust me, people love to bring that up. Even worse, her first WNBA season was cut short in September 2024 due to injury. The Chicago Sky missed the playoffs, and in the offseason, they fired head coach Taurasi Weatherspoon and brought in Tyler Marsh to shake things up. Now, with the 2025 season set to tip off on May 17th against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, the tension, it's thicker than ever. But here's the thing. Angel Reese has always thrived in chaos. And if you think she's about to fade into the background, you haven't been paying attention. No matter what Angel does, there's one name that always gets thrown into the mix. Caitlin Clark. It's the rivalry that fans won't let go. Back in the 2023 NCAA championship game, Angel made headlines when she hit Caitlin with the now iconic "You Can't See Me" taunt. And ever since, it's been a non-stop battle, not just on the court, but in public perception. Caitlin is seen as the golden girl, marketable, polished, the face of women's basketball. Angel, she's got a different reputation. Bold, outspoken, a little too real for some people's liking. And that's exactly why the Chrisean Rock Backlash turned into another round of, why is Caitlin Clark more marketable? But here's what people forget. Angel is marketable. In fact, she's one of the most followed WNBA players on social media. She's got major endorsement deals, including a signature shoe line coming with Reebok. So the real question isn't why she's not as marketable as Caitlin Clark. It's why people are so desperate to put them in separate boxes. Before Angel Reese became a WNBA star, she was LSU's undeniable leader. And last year, her college career ended in heartbreak. March Madness 2024. LSU versus Iowa. Angel versus Caitlin. One last time. It was an Elite Eight showdown for the ages. Reese dropped 17 points and 20 rebounds, a monster performance. But with 1:45 left on the clock, she fouled out. And just like that, LSU's dreams of back-to-back championships, gone. Final score, Iowa 94, LSU 87. And that's when we saw a different side of Angel Reese. The confident, brash, unshakable star. She broke down in tears. Sitting at the post-game press conference, she wiped her face as her teammate, Flau'jae Johnson, passionately defended her. "The crown she wears is heavy," Johnson said. "She just makes me a better player." Haley Van Leith backed it up, saying Angel had been attacked more than any athlete she'd ever seen. And Angel herself admitted she'd received death threats. It was a rare, vulnerable moment. But if anyone thought it was a breaking point, they clearly don't know Angel Reese. Because instead of retreating, she declared for the WNBA draft. And despite all the noise, she went 7th overall to the Chicago Sky. If you think the internet only comes for Angel's game, think again. Because even her hair is up for debate. She just debuted a new look for the 2025 season, a sleek light brown bob by stylist Kendra Aaliyah. And while some fans were hyped, others, not so much. At first it was all love. Compliments rolled in about how healthy and silky her hair looked. But then, the backhanded compliments started. People suggested her old hairstyles made her look older. Some implied she finally looked put together. And others, as always, took the chance to critique her personality instead of her hair. It's the same tired pattern. Angel Reese makes a move, and suddenly it's a debate. So what now? Angel Reese is heading into one of the most anticipated WNBA seasons ever. The Sky have a new coach, she's got a new look, and she's definitely got something to prove. But one thing is crystal clear. Whether she's breaking records, clapping back at haters, or setting social media on fire, Angel Reese isn't changing for anyone. And like it or not, the internet just can't stop talking about her. Angel Reese isn't just playing basketball, she's playing the game of attention. And whether people love her or hate her, she's winning. Here's the thing. The internet doesn't actually want Reese to change. If she did, if she suddenly became quiet, humble, and marketable, like some fans say she should, she'd disappear. The same people who call her too loud would call her irrelevant. Her rivalry with Caitlin Clark, her fiery attitude, her social media wars, they're part of what makes her one of the most watched players in the WNBA. But there's a deeper issue here. Why do female athletes have to walk this impossibly thin line? When men talk trash, they're competitive. When women do it, they're problematic. Reese isn't doing anything that male athletes haven't been doing for years. Yet she gets dragged through the mud for it. And let's be real, the backlash over Chrisean Rock isn't just about the guest. It's about who Angel Reese is. If another WNBA player had interviewed Rock, would it have gotten this level of outrage? Probably not. That's why Reese keeps doubling down. Every time the internet tries to humble her, she refuses. She doesn't just clap back, she owns the conversation. She knows her power, and she's not afraid to use it. And here's the kicker. Reese isn't backing down. Not from critics, not from social media, not from anyone. the internet might be against her. But Angel Reese, she's against the internet, and she's not losing this fight. And that's a wrap. Now let's hear from you. Is Angel Reese just staying true to herself, or is she making things harder for her own career? Should she keep pushing back against the hate, or would taking a different approach help her in the long run? And what about the bigger picture? Do female athletes get judged more harshly than their male counterparts when it comes to attitude and controversy? Would this whole Chrisean Rock situation have blown up the same way if it were another WNBA star hosting the interview? Also, let's talk marketability. Does Reese's personality make her more of a star, or is it actually holding her back from major endorsements and opportunities? Is she redefining what it means to be a female athlete, or is she playing a dangerous game with her public image? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I need to hear what y'all think about this one. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of the latest WNBA drama, deep dives, and real, unfiltered takes. Trust me, this season is only getting started, and with Reese in the mix, you already know things are about to get even crazier. All right, that's all for now. Catch y'all in the next one.